So we didn't really get to explain why it is that T-Ball and RazerBlader are competing, but in the latest version, in the latest rule set for DreamHack, we now include a couple more countries. One of them being some in the Middle East, like Pakistan, right? And yeah.
Pretty sure once I find the rules. So yeah, so I expanded it to, you know, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Christmas Island. I'm pretty sure that's Australian, but but yeah, Iran, Iraq, Jordan, like all the Middle East as well. Like Kuwait, Oman, Pakistan. So yeah, it, you know, was actually was actually supposed to cast the, you know, that Middle Eastern region for WSG, the qualifiers there. I didn't get to cast it because there was only one guy, and it was the one qualifier I wasn't casting, like the one that they already did before they brought me in. So I can't tell about anybody up from that region other than this one guy whose name I've already forgotten.
Nice.
But
yeah.
hopefully there's a few people, you know, some passionate. Kerwin, wait, is Israel in that?
I don't think Israel is a part of it. If it was, that would be amazing.
They have Palestine territory.
Oh my god, it would be amazing if Kerwin could actually play in this.
That one time he's allowed in an OCE / C tournament. But anyway, speaking of being allowed in, we are on to Everdream LE for this best of 3. And we have here spawning in the top right, the Blue Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. Give it up for Oreo.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have one of the newcomers to this region, to this qualifier. Typically, he represents the UK, but here he is, representing Pakistan, I believe. It is the Terran player, also representing Red Dragons. It is RazerBlader.
So I'm interested to see what Razor style is, especially in TvZ, you know, whether he's a mech player, fire player, you know, some sort of hybrid, whether he's like my type of guy, you know, goes for that BC rush first. And I'm actually not sure how Oreo's TvZ actually is, because I've seen him in a lot of CVCs and a couple of PVZs, but I haven't really seen him in too many TvZs, especially in GPO. Because, you know, we don't have really that many Terrans, because, you know, C and ANZ.
Yeah.
But it does look to be pretty standard at the moment. Reaper expand for Razor, or going for that hatch gas pool. Pool's done.
Yeah. So touching on that, like, Oreo, we've seen quite a bit of his ZVT in the ESL Dare Cups. He's gone really back and forth with Azure. It's been really cool to see the Brisbane boys duke it out, Azure and Oreo. And you're right in saying that our region doesn't really have that many Terrans. We have like 3 active Terrans. Like Hut is MIA, so it's like Azure, Seether, and Runamuck really as our 3 Terrans at the moment. And because of that, that does give RazerBlader a little bit of an advantage, because, you know, all these other players, they're not that used to playing against Terran players.
That is true. Well, for now, we're going to have a lull in the action. It's going to be the 1-1-1 setup here for Razor, and interesting to see what he decides to do after the start port is up, whether, you know, there's going to be that. And Tank Lab on the barracks. It's always a start of an indication that we may be seeing some big oofs on the way here.
Yeah, I mean, you were just talking about the BCs, right? As RazerBlader was trying to snipe the creep tumor, didn't quite get it. But yeah, 1-1-1, it's a great opener. Like, it's become pretty standard nowadays. Gone are the days of the 2-1-1. Like, it's you know, it's not extinct, but very rarely do we see it. This build has become the standard.
All right, do we see that fusion core? No, it's got to be Cloak Banshees.
Oh, a little bit more old school, as the BC opener did become pretty common in recent times, going for that fusion core, and it changed the meta because it meant that Zerg players had to start with more queens for defense, otherwise they would just die. Which is why I died a lot.
Yeah, dude. Wonder why that is, right?
Yeah, the 1-1-1 into BC is the sole reason why my matchup plummeted by ZBT. It did not go well because of that. But RazerBlader, he's opting to go for the Banshee instead.
Yeah. Even then, I'm pretty sure Oreo spotted that attack while on there. Armory for maybe. Oh, I think this might be a Hellbat Banshee timing here.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's looking like. And at the moment, Oreo, he has no idea about that armory. Despite that, though, he does have a Baneling Nest on the way, and that's so important. Like, if he's able to spot it even late, Morphing and Banelings will help so much against the Hellbats.
Yeah, but I feel like it may be a bit too late.
Yeah, it could be.
Like, that Baneling Nest is only halfway finished.
Yeah, and the Hellbats, they're here. There's one Banshee as well, and, like, the hand gets revealed, and Oreo, he's trying to cut back as best he can.
Yeah, well, the Transfuse is going down. Actually, some of these Queens still staying alive for now. Nice knockback grenade there. I do like this, thing on the Spore Crawler in that mirror lane. I don't think it's going to be enough, as the Queens are slowly starting to fall here.
Yeah. So far, all the Queens have gone down, but so far, I don't believe any drones have died, so the economy of Oreo has been saved for now.
Yeah, it's only 5 Hellbats, as all the Queens going down in the space. Natural in trouble now.
The Natural is under threat at the moment. All the Queens are gone. Even though there's detection, there's nothing that shoots up. And Oreo, he's trying to dive on top of these Hellbats. Oh my god.
Something surface area.
Yeah, Hellbats, they do so well against Lings, and Baneling speed is on the way, but I don't know if that's going to even come into play as the Hellbats finally get on top of the drones.
Yeah, and look, the reinforcing Hellions are here as well. Queens as well starting to pop out here, as these Hellbats do manage to get into the main.
Yeah. Oh my god, more drones are going down. The Queen in the main is going to go down as well. And at the end of the problem is that these Hellbats, they were here from the beginning of the push. Like, they just haven't been dealt with. Like, there just hasn't been an army strong enough. And
GG is called. And it looks like Razor will take that first game.
yeah, RazerBlader takes game number 1, and Oreo was being quite greedy there. It looked like he was just relying on his Queen production to deal with everything. He was even droning up towards the end. Like, yeah, it was... I don't know. I think he was maybe underestimating the Hellbats too much. He's like, yeah, eventually they'll go down. It'll be fine. But they just never they just never went down.
You know, if I hit him, if I just send Ling after Ling, they'll eventually go down, right?
I mean, that's the hope, right? You're like, yeah. Hellbats, they aren't that tanky, right? They'll die soon, right?
Yeah. Right? Then you know, just they're not that tanky. But yeah, hopefully, well, let's see what that second map is going to be. So far we've had one of each map except for Golden Wall and Submarine on stream so far today. So I wonder if Golden Wall or Submarine show up at any time, and it's going to be Eternal Empire for the next one.
Yeah, I would imagine we probably won't see Golden Wall and Submarine until we get to the best of 5s towards the end of the day, where there are less vetoes. But yeah, I would love to eventually spot them, as they are, you know, more of the unorthodox maps in the map pool. You know, they're a lot shorter rush distance, they're a lot more crazier, but they also give for pretty good games.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're CVZ or CVP. Hopefully Razer will join pretty soon.
Yeah, we are currently making the lobby, currently getting everyone set up, and yeah, as we saw, I really do feel for Oreo. Like, it's one of those things where you go in, you scout, you think you see everything, but there is that hidden armory, and Oreo wasn't on top of his scouting. It just completely caught him off guard, and it's one of those openers, it's one of those things where if you don't spot it, then like it's really difficult to prepare for it and to survive.
Yeah, and he did have the right idea, but I feel like, you know, going for that the baneling speed, so just getting slow banelings, you know, probably not the best idea. Even slow banes, you know, maybe he was just thinking, you know what, if I get fast banes, they can outrun the banshees and just crash straight in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think by then the damage was starting to pile up, so it wasn't really too much that he could do.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if you know, we see something different here from RazerBlader in game 2, or if we see more of the same as we are loading in to Eternal Empire.
The most eternal of the empires. It's what we call Flash's reign. The SpongeBob. But anyway, we are on to the map. Now we have here spawning in the top right, the blue Zerg, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. Give it up for Oreo!
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Pakistani Terran player representing Red Dragons. It is RazerBlader. And yeah, once again, we're here. We're on Eternal Empire, the most macro of all maps in the map pool.
Yeah, I guess. It's just that meme of just that guy poking the thing with the city. Come on, just proxy. Come on.
I mean, again, it can happen on this map. Just we were talking about it earlier.
Is that what Mario fans do to Mario? Just poke him with a stick. Hey, proxy. Hey.
I feel like it's the opposite.
Proxy.
I feel like they poke him and say play macro because the default Mario just proxies.
Hey, it worked for him in like 2017.
It did. It works. You know, I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. I'm just saying that's what he does.
I mean, he's no Haas, but you know.
True. He's no Chew either, to be fair. But oh. Okay, speaking of cheese.
Yeah, I do smell a bit of the Gouda rolling off as SCV is going to come in.
No, yeah, it's going to come in.
The queen. Oh, the queen. The queen should be up. Oh, no, he spots it.
He spots it. He sees everything there is to see. Spots the Roach Warren, and now RazerBlader, he should be preparing at home. There it is, bunker on the way. Ooh, on the low ground. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're not expecting it's three roach shots to kill one Marine. The bunker, you're not exactly. It depends. Yeah, it depends whether he gets Ravages or not with this. Like,
yeah. So this kind of makes sense. There's a couple of different ways to look at this. Because on a map like Everdream, you have to make the bunker on the high ground. There's no way that you can hold the low ground. But because Eternal Empire is a longer rush distance, it's going to take a while for these roaches to get across the map. So yeah, you have more time to get out units. I think you may be able to hold here on the low ground. RazerBlader is actually not stopping SCV production. He's quite confident.
Yeah, I mean, send those SCVs down, help with the repairs of any bunker damage, so you can survive. But what? And look at that preparation there from Razor.
Yeah, he pulled the boys to make sure he can repair that bunker. Tank is on the way, but it's not quite done yet. And as we see, no Ravagers, just Roaches here, and actually a Ling Flood behind this. Oreo is not making any workers at all.
Yeah, he's going all in. Ling speed. Maybe he's thinking, you know, if I fake him out with just these amount of Roaches and just absolutely Ling Flood him, he can run past the bunker and deal damage. Oh no, if that tank goes on the low ground and sieges up.
Oh god, yeah. I was about to say, like, but the tank is out and the tank should be in a good position up on the high ground, but it's not. It's here on the low ground, so much more vulnerable in comparison.
Yeah, no. This may be the killing blow, but it's only one Ravager. Oh, dude, like that.
It's hard to say, right? Like, Oreo, he could potentially do this. Again, the tank is so vulnerable. He could get surrounded by all these Lings, and he's here. He has
there he goes. The Lings diving in. They go surrounded the tank and all the Marines. Tank is getting focused now. Will go down, but the bunker is still there. No repair. It's not going to be fast enough, or maybe it will.
Oh, it goes down.
It will be. And now the Roaches are out and ready to play. Marines going down the rear, but it's not going to be enough. Lings flooding in.
Yeah, and just like that, he's going to try and bust through the wall. The repair's not going to be fast enough. The depot goes down.
On the wrong bunker.
Oh, God.
It's on the wrong supply depot. And, oh, no, we're going to an ace match here.
Oh, my God.
GG. Oreo tying up the series 1-1. Oh, hey, Volt's in chat. It would be.
Of course, shout out to Volticus and Marsbar. I know they're both some of the UK boys cheering for their Pakistani brethren, question mark.
But we're not gonna get into that.
We don't have to.
We're not. I'm just telling.
we're just touching the surface of that. We don't have to get into
the surface.
Yeah, we don't have to delve into that.
If we see any type of negative behavior in Twitch chat, we will not hesitate.
Yeah, none of that here. But
we're here to enjoy stuff.
we are, and GG well played. Again, I was mentioning it as it was happening. RazerBlader was so greedy in his defense. Like, the tank on the low ground, he had a third CC on the way in the main. I don't know if you saw that. It was like being built. It's like,
oh, yeah, no, I saw that. I'm like, he was so confident, but I don't think he was expecting the Ling Flood.
True, very true.
Maybe Truce in the army.
It's Ling Flood, very true-esque, I should say. Very true-esque.
Yeah, and I did like it. I'm pretty sure once Oreo spotted that tank was on the low ground, it was like, oh, I've got this.
It's one of those moments where your own heart skips a beat. You're like, the opportunity. I
you did it for me? Oh yeah, we need to game soon. But yeah, still looking for what that fair map is going to be.
Yep, the lobby has just been made, so we will be taking a peek in. Ooh.
I said Chrome. Okay.
Once again, right? As this, like, Eternal Empire, Ice and Chrome, Everdream, Pillars of Gold, these have become a bit more common. God damn it, Oreo.
We're just so used to, the other Aussies. I mean, we're just so used to, like, Pez, and Probe.
Probe's the best at it. I'll give him that.
Pez is pretty decent at it as well, and Demi as well. Actually, there has been a few times, but Demi does it most of the time.
Yeah. I would say Chase is the worst. I would message him and he'd be like, yeah, no problem. And then we go in and there's no game hunt. I'm like, mate.
What? No, it's not game hunt. It's the co-op commander mod where it brings in all the co-op units. And it's just like,
Yeah, I mean, you know, at least we have remade the lobby. We have game heart this time. We are loading in to game number 3. This is the ace match between Oreo and RazerBlader.
Get your friends, get hyped. Because this is probably going to be one hell of a game. I guarantee it. If it's not, hashtag blame light. And we have here spawning in the bottom left this time, the Blueser, representing Downfall Gaming and the nation of Australia. Give it up for the one, the only, the chocolate biscuit you know and love. He is Oreo.
As the copy pastas are being spammed in the chat.
It's Duck. Duckville.
I love it. I love it. And spawning in at the top right-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the Pakistani player, question mark, the Terran player, the Red Terran representing Red Dragons. It is RazerBlader.
Oh, I spy a little cheese happening right now.
Oh my. Sorry, I did miss it. I'm not too sure what pool timing this was. Was it a 12 pool?
If only we had the ability to go back during a live,
You're like, if only we had access to the replays.
I can do it in other games, just not StarCraft.
Yeah. So we did have a pool first coming out here from Oreo.
Wait, I'll just quickly rewind.
I'm actually checking the. I have the stream open, so in 2 minutes, we'll know.
2 minutes, we'll know.
Oh my god! Oh, he's doing it again.
Oh my god! Did he do this the first game? And we just didn't. No. He did go hatch first.
Yeah. He went straight up game 1. But this is gonna hit a lot faster here on Ice and Chrome, and because he went for an earlier pool, I was about to say he could deny the scout, but he's not.
He's not. The queen is gonna be out in time, maybe.
It will.
It will be. But no.
Yeah, the scout does go off. The SCV does manage to spot that Roach Warren. But the Lings are headed across the map. But because he saw the timing, the Reaper stays at home.
Yeah, he did kind of keep that Reaper at home until just a tiny bit later. Then he sent it out across the map when he thought the Lings weren't happening. But a Reaper's not going to be doing too much against a Roach Rush.
Oh, yeah,
Surely
definitely.
he can throw down the satchel charge and bounce him around. Other than that, he ain't gonna be doing too much.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Oreo plays this out, because the Roaches are out, but as opposed to the last game, and I am seeing it was just a pool first, just a 17 pool, and he's getting a third base behind this. Like, he is expanding. Like, this isn't anywhere near as all in, and we do see that as he is making drones behind this. So
the Roach is on the way, and this is delaying the tech of Razor just a tiny bit. No Stargate. He has to just try and defend with what he has, which is only 2 Marines, a bunker, a Reaper, and a tank on the way with more Marines. And oh wow,
yeah. He is completely bypassing that bunker, gonna be denying a lot of mining time here. Really nicely done. Won't get a lot of kills, but I love this from Oreo. He went for this opener, hoping for RazerBlader to overreact, right? Because he denied the scouting. Yeah, like RazerBlader, he is unaware of the third base. He's unaware whether there's a link flood or not, right? Like, he has no idea. Yeah. So this looks like the previous game to Razor, or looked like.
Well, he has got the Reap of Scouting this time, so he will know that third is there. He will know that he has been duped, bamboozled.
Yeah. So I like
unless he's, come on.
Oh,
These roaches can't deny. Oh, but he can see the.
Yeah, he sees the base. He sees the creep. He sees the hatchery. So the Reaper does get in. Actually gets into the main base as well. So he'll be able to spot to see if there's a lair. He'll be able to spot and see the gases as well. So really nice scout here from RazerBlader. And again, Oreo, he went for this opener, and he's not all in or anything. He is joining up behind this, but he will be behind in terms of gas at least. And tech.
Well, he may be behind in terms of anti-air, because like I see that core, it's looking a bit fusiony at the moment.
Yeah, that could be rough, but I love this Oreo with the scout. Is he gonna spot it? Is he gonna spot it? Oh, he spots it.
He spots it. So Oreo should have some spores happening, getting a lair as well.
Yeah. I mean, he already has a decent queen count, and he's making more. As long as he has creeps connecting all of his bases, he should be relatively okay. He's definitely missing creep here. Main. Yeah.
That main and natural connector, you should be good. But I do like, RazerBlader's thinking. Not just because I like BCs. Just because you saw your opponent. You thought he was going for a rush. So they just played macro and droned up. So he's not going to have too much army here. I like the small roach, the original roach force, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
The 3 roaches and the ravages, just picking off whatever they can find, maybe delay, an expansion or something.
Getting whatever value you can, right? It's so nice to be able to do that.
This bio follow-up here from Razor as well, getting that stim, But if he's going for this bio, he should be swapping off that tech lab and.
Yeah, you would imagine so. I mean, he's working on all his upgrades. Here we go. The BC did teleport across the map and is here in the main base. There's no creep connecting, so the queens are going to take quite some time to get here, but. Yeah.
That is a lot of queens.
That is...
this is why you make a lot of queens.
Yeah, to deal with this BC, and there is enough here. Only 2 drones went down. But you were pointing it out, and what's really important is that there is a bio follow-up to this, and without banelings, it can be difficult to deal with these marine pushes.
Yeah, I was talking about how the bio, how Razor needs to switch off for that tech lab for the stealth lord, get into some medevacs, because he did go for that BC. The medevacs are going to be delayed by quite a bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And Oreo is going for that Spire, so he's going for that mass muta play as well. So the playstyle that he is, that he's more comfortable with, maybe he's just getting it because he saw that 1 BC.
Yeah, but we'll see if that even comes into play. He's actually working on Corruptors to do with the 1 BC, but I don't think it's even worth it. There's only 1 BC, as you were saying, and it's almost dead as well, so it could turn into wasted supply. Again, the big thing to worry about is this massive marine army, but RazerBlader, he actually backs off.
Yeah, I don't think he had the confidence. There's just too many queens, and the Lings with speed get a nice surround. There's no medevacs. Those marines are just going to go low because they can only stim such a couple of times before the medevacs come and heal.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a low number of medevacs, so not all of those marines are going to be healed.
I think that plays a really big factor into this, because you're committing your army without medevacs, right? Like it's here. There's no way to escape, especially with these corruptors. And even now, there's only 1 medevac with this army, so he's going to be pushing out here with everything that he has, and it's kind of make or break at the moment for RazerBlader.
Yeah, this might be the end-all push, but these marines are doing a lot of damage. Yeah. Is it going to be enough?
Yeah, again, as I said, there's only Ling, Roach, Ravager, no banelings whatsoever. So these marines, they have a lot of potential to trade incredibly efficiently.
I'd say, I was just thinking, these Corruptors can snipe the medevacs, and that's not really too much they can do. And, RazerBlader is getting his 2-2 now. Oh, the Ling run by.
Wow, the army completely out of position, but the reinforcements do catch some of it. A couple of SCVs will go down, though, and the main army of Oreo is on its way.
Yeah, but is it going to be enough to break it? It's just this Roach Corruptor force.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, right? Like, especially with all of these tanks, it's going to be so difficult to push into this position.
Yeah. tanks already getting sieged up. Very, very hard position to break.
Yeah, and with that, really, Oreo's just containing. He's just chilling out here, making sure RazerBlader stays at home behind this. You know, we do see he's droning up. Thank God. If this was Miyamika, he wouldn't. He would be incredibly stubborn and be like, "No, I've decided.
No, I'm going into Ultras."
Exactly. He would just skip Banelings entirely.
He would go for mutas.
He would. Miyamika, he would go right into Infestors. He would try to make Ling, Roach, Ravager, Infestor work.
Infestors would kind of work against the Spider.
It could. That's the thing.
With the Roach, yeah.
It's just that's the way Miyamika's brain works. He looks at this situation, he's like, oh, Infestors would be good. Meanwhile, Oreo's like, Banelings, that's the sure thing. So yeah, it's like the different ways that you can look at this situation, and I do love it. You know, Oreo, he's also working up towards his infestation pit as well. Hive will be shortly on the way. So yeah, just containing his opponent, waiting to transition.
Oh, I do love this.
Oh god.
Small Roach counterattack. Oh, maybe able to pick off a tank.
Wow. Maybe two. Just one.
But still, now that army from RazerBlader is pretty decent. There's no Lings, no Banes for this, so Oreo has to keep on backing off. The Ravagers. Ooh.
Oh, no. Okay.
He's going back.
Yeah, that would have been awful. And RazerBlader, he goes all the way up to the third base of Oreo, sieges up, and now Oreo, he has to forfeit it. He just can't stop this.
Yeah. A lot of drones are going to be going down. Does RazerBlader want to continue this? Doesn't look like 16 Banelings on the way here. I feel like Oreo could go for a good counterattack here. He
probably could, as it looks like RazerBlader is content with the damage he did. He's pushing away. He scans, he sees the base, so he could rotate to the south.
But he's double expanding.
Oh,
up to the top as well, so...
Yeah.
Oreo, he's not putting all his eggs in one basket as...
Yeah. He has to be careful. He didn't go for a Ling run by, he was trying to go for a Bane run by, but he runs into the army. He does know where it is though, so we do see Oreo positioning himself. We did also see that Baneling's speed is done as well, so Oreo actually has an army that can fight this.
Now getting +1 melee as well, +3 weapon. 3 on the way here for the bio, as now the counterattack is coming in from Oreo, and there's nothing here to defend.
There's absolutely nothing, and we're going to get into a base trade. Like, he's not coming home.
God.
Oh, wait, Oreo's coming home, though.
Oreo's coming home, but he is chasing all those workers.
Oh, God. The problem is he's coming home, but the majority of his Banelings are being used here across the map to deal with the economy, so I don't know if Oreo can even fight this at the moment.
There's some Banelings on the way, 34 Lings as well getting morphed here. The fourth is going down. The cow multi-pronged here. Razor does manage to take down that base, and now Oreo stuck only on 2 bases now. This is pretty much all the army he has right now. 500 minerals, 300 gas. Can he hold on? Getting bottlenecked here. The tanks trying to do the best they can, but there is so much fire here, and I feel like Razor is going to hold.
Oh my god, he's done it. That's it.
GG, and Razor will be going through to the next round.
GG, well played. RazerBlader takes out Oreo 2-1, and it's Oreo.
That'd be so close game.
Yeah, he made a judgment call there at the end. He's like, I'm going for the counterattack, and I mean, I don't know, maybe if he committed and if we actually got into a base trade, things would have been different, but at the same time, Terran's lifting buildings is pretty good in that situation.
Yeah. And I mean, just that late Banelingness, really did kind of hurt Oreo. But you know, he did play pretty decently. Unfortunately, you know, I think that decision to go back was not the best. But maybe he thought he could have held it off, but fortunately was unable to. And well, he'll be going down to that lower brackets. As I'll just quickly check who he might be facing as I refresh it. And
Yeah, we will currently get a couple of updates from the bracket. Meanwhile, again, GG, well played, RazerBlader. Oreo, again, with his army, I do think that he probably could have continued to hold on his side of the map. But again, he wanted to deal that game-ending damage across the map. He wanted to force the Terran all in. Or, I mean, I imagine he probably wanted the Terran to come back home. Maybe wasn't expecting RazerBlader to commit to going for that base trade. And I think you saw RazerBlader. He's advancing to face off against another player.
Looking at the lower bracket at the moment. Yeah, Ranger. Ooh.
Yeah.